Good afternoon, fourth graders. How are you guys all today?
Good.
Good. So, remember the graphic organizer I gave to you guys yesterday?
Yes.
So, you want to take that out and let us all look at it? Alright, so on the left side, we had what we did yesterday, which was we reviewed our single-digit addition problems. We worked on a couple of our problems together, and then we also worked on a worksheet together. Can you guys all see that on your graphic organizer?
Yes.
Good job. Okay, so today on the other side, so on the right side over there, we're going to review our double digits without regrouping, which is what we did yesterday. And then we're going to do a couple problems together as a group with regrouping, and then you guys are going to do a worksheet by yourself. Okay, any questions?
No.
Okay, so to begin with, we're going to do our double digits without regrouping. Do you remember how we set up a problem? Remember the little chart that we created?
A T-chart.
A T-chart. Good job, Hannah. And then on the right side, what do we put on this side? What is those over here?
The ones.
The ones, and then on the side it's the tens. Alright, so do you want to give me a double digit number? Number has two numbers in it.
23.
23. Okay, and then what's our symbol that we do for addition?
A plus sign.
Plus sign. And then you want to do another number? Double digit, but the ones has to be less than 7.
15.
15. Good. So I have your manipulatives on the table. So for this problem, how many ones are we going to need?
3.
And then we're also going to need
5.
So do you want to count up? So 3 plus 5 is how many?
2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good job. And then for the tens place, we need 2 and 1. So you want to grab 2 and 1. So when you have two tens, that's 20, right? 10, 20. And then you have another 10. So you have 20 plus 10 is 30. And then you have the ones. You want to count those? 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7, 8.
Good. Okay, so 3 plus 5 according to your ones, how many is that?
8.
8. And then for your tens, you want to count them by 10, so you have 3 of them. So 10,
20, 30.
30, 38. Alright, so what do we start on the left or the right?
The left.
The left
30.
would be the tens, right? 38. Good. Alright, so we reviewed the double digits without regrouping, which meant that we didn't have to carry over, correct? We just left it like that. So today we're going to do the regrouping with double digits. So that means when our number in the tens place is bigger than 10, we have to carry over to the tens place. Alright, so I'm going to start off by making my T-chart. And then we're going to do two numbers. So I'll give an example of what one might look like. So we'll do 38. And then we'll add, let's do an easy one for right now, 24. Okay, so with your ones, we're going to grab 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to need 4 for the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we're just going to do this for now. So if you want to put them in like a row so it's easier to see. Eight, 9, 10. Okay, so we have 10 and then we have 2 left, right?
Yes.
Alright, and then we want to do our 10. So we're going to need 3 and then 2 more. So we're going to grab 5. Oh, you were fast at that. Okay, so let's add 8 plus 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we have 2 left over, right? So because our number is bigger than 10, we can't write it like this. What?
You can't write 12.
You can't write 12 in the ones place like that and then have 5. Because then you would have 512.
That's a big number.
That's a huge number. It's a triple digit number. So instead of doing that, we have to carry our 10 over. So when we add our 10, so we take this, and we have to move it over.
Can I just put
You
one
can,
of
yep,
these?
you can just take one of those and replace it for your ones. And then you'll have 2 left over from that ones, right? You got that?
Mm-hmm. There.
All right, so we have how many in the ones?
2.
2. And then we're going to count our tens. Ready? 10,
20,
30,
40,
40.
50. And then the other one,
Is what?
60.
60. So when we add our 10 over to the tens place, when we carry over, we put the 1 on top like this.
So you don't forget it.
So you don't forget it. That's right. So then you add 3 plus 2 plus 1. And we just did that and we got 60. And then our leftovers from the ones was a 2. Do you have any questions about that so far?
I don't think so.
Alright, we're going to do another problem together. Okay. It's kind of a little confusing compared to without regrouping because you have to put your tens over. Alrighty. So do you want to give me a number that's a 2-digit?
43. And
So the ones place is going to have to be bigger than a 7.
39.
39. That is a pretty big number. Alrighty. So what's the first thing that we do?
The ones.
The ones place. So we're going to grab 9 and 3 because that's what our problem has in the ones.
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9, and then 3. And then for the tens, what do we have? We have a 4 and a 3. So we're going to grab 4. And then we're going to grab 3 more. And then, so we're going to first count the ones. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and then we have 10, 11, 12. Wow, that is awesome. So remember when the last time when we did that, we had to put another one to make the 10. So what you did was great because you just put a 10 in the place of that and you added it over and then you had 2 left over like that. Okay, so let's add our ones. So we had 9, 10, 11, 12. Do I write it like this?
No.
No, because it's, what, is this bigger than 10 or less than 10?
It's bigger than 10.
So when it's bigger than 10, what do we have to do with the extra?
You have to move the 10.
We have to move it over, which is what we did. So it looks like this, right?
Yeah.
And then what do we do with that extra 10?
You move it over so you don't forget it.
You move it over so you don't forget. Great. All right, and then we have 40 and 30 because that's the tens. You just that, and then you have a 10 up here. All right, let's add our tens together.
10,
20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Good, you didn't forget that extra 10. So when I write it as 80, do I go like this?
No.
No, because that would be 802, which is definitely bigger. So I have to drop the 0. And then what number do I get?
82.
82. too. And I forgot my plus sign, so we didn't even know what we were doing.
We could have been subtracting.
We could have been subtracting or multiplying. Alright. You want to do one more problem together?
Yeah.
Put all of our ones back and all tens. Okay, so I'm first going to draw my T-chart for the ones and tens. And then what's our symbol?
Plus.
Plus sign. Okay, and then we're going to create two two-digit numbers.
31
31
and 29.
29. Good job at using your visual, that knowing that that's going to be over 10. Is it? Or is it going to be just 10? Because we'll have to find out. Alright, so we're going to start on the tens. No, we're going to start on the ones first. Alright, so we have 1, and then we have to add 9 more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1. And then how many tens? So we have 10, 20, 30. So we have 3 tens. And then we're going to add 2 more. So this is also an easier way to do it so you can visually see it. So you put them like this. So you have 31 and then you have 29 down here. Just like how I set it up on the whiteboard. Alright, so we're going to add 9 plus 1. What is that? We have 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10.
10. So I don't do it this way, do I?
No.
No, because that would be incorrect. So I drop the 1. And what do I do with that 1 because it's bigger?
You carry it over to the 10.
So we don't forget it.
Yep.
So we're going to have to add a 10 over. So you could do it this way. So you should have 1 in the ones. No, 0 in the ones.
Because you moved the 10 over.
Because I moved it over. So all we have are just in the tens. So let's count the tens together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And how do we write that 60? Do we write it with a 6 and a 0?
No, just a 6.
A 6. Okay, so now we're just going to go over a couple problems together. And if you guys have any questions, you guys can ask me.